Hey, what's up everyone? Michael LaJudas here at Labor Finders. It's time to go over our top job opportunities this week and share with you some insight and career resources that can help you take your career to the next level. Okay, so first off, I want to thank everyone for joining in today. We always appreciate you coming on, sharing your questions and your comments, and sharing this video. We know it's reaching a lot of people, and we can only thank you for that. So thank you so much. And as always, we invite you to chime in. Let us know what you're thinking. Let us know what kind of questions you have about Labor Finders, about job opportunities and requirements, pay, all of that. Let us know and we can hook you up with the right resources, okay? So I'm gonna get into a lot of stuff today. As usual, our theme, the big theme, is really looking at blue collar careers and also looking at, let's say, the obstacles or stumbling blocks that prevent people from finding great careers in the blue collar world. And a lot of that has to do with the skills gap and with lack of training or education. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today. I've also got some great updates for you. And of course, I'm going to go over the jobs. So we've got thousands of jobs on our website at laborfinders.com. I'm going to get into a snippet of those because I don't have all day to tell you about these jobs, but you can definitely find out more when you go to the website and when you place your follow-up call to the office, okay? So I want to first, like I said, start off by telling you a little bit about Labor Finders, how we can help you. So we've got what are known as personal job agents in all of our 200 offices nationwide who are ready and willing to help you build your career. So that can cover a whole lot of different scenarios, whether that's someone who needs an entry-level opportunity, just trying to get their foot in the door. We can help you there with minimal experience to get you starting on a path where you can earn while you learn, okay? So this is an awesome opportunity, great resource here, our personal job agents. Also, for those of you looking to make a career change, perhaps you want to start off fresh in a new industry, try something different, pursue a new job or new career path. We can help you do that. We specialize in this, okay? So we offer all kinds of flexible approaches, flexible opportunities, whether that's an attempt or attempt to hire scenario, where you can go in, try out a new employer, try out a new industry, pick up new skills, determine if this is for you or not, okay? So this will help you make the career change you're looking for. And of course, we also help with advancing your career to the next level. So let's say you like your industry, let's say you like your job, you love what you do, but you need to take it to the next level. We'll find you those opportunities. So keep in mind, we have thousands of industry contacts. That includes offices and clients across the nation. So if you need to move, if you're looking for another opportunity in another state, another city, we can help you there too, okay? We have 200 offices nationwide. So we've got thousands of contacts. We've got 40 plus years of experience. So why not leverage our resources? We're here to help you, okay? So another big thing, like I said, is on-the-job training. We'll get you the on-the-job training where you earn while you learn, and we can help you get into specialized training opportunities, whether that's certifications or apprenticeships or any other types of educational requirements. We can facilitate that, okay? And if you're looking for same-day pay, we can do that too. So go home with a paycheck after you've worked, okay? That's a great perk. We offer that in most of our offices, okay? So I want you to do one thing. If you're interested, go over to our website at laborfinders.com, and you can see I've got the link here, or the URL is there. Anyway, you go to laborfinders.com, under the Job Seekers tab, you're gonna find the Personal Job Agent link. The page there will allow you to sign up, and you'll have a personal job agent reach out to you and start talking to you more about your goals, your interests, and how we can help you, okay? So we want to build a relationship. That's what our personal job agents are here for, and we're here for the long run. So trust us, we love doing this and we do it well, okay? So I want to just check in real quick. I see Tanya Severino's with us. Hi, Tanya. Hope you're doing well in Tennessee. We definitely appreciate your support. Please let us know what's going on in the offices down there. If any of our job agents are watching today, we'd love to know a little bit about the news, about what you guys need, how we can share and spread the word to help you guys recruit, okay? But I'm going to jump over into some of the most recent news. And of course, another constant theme, like I mentioned, is businesses are hurting for workers. So businesses are actually struggling in some cases with profits because of a lack of workers. So basically, they can't get the jobs done on time, and hence it's hitting the bottom line and hurting the earnings. So this is not a good thing overall, but what businesses have done in response is they're lowering the educational requirements for many employees. So they take on even more people who don't, say, have a college degree or a high school degree even. So lower and lower educational requirements are becoming the norm, because the U.S. labor market is just filled with opportunities today. But bottom line is fewer people are seeking jobs. So there's a very pronounced shortage, especially in blue collar jobs, okay? So that is hitting the bottom line for corporate profits like never before. So like I said, they're lowering educational requirements to bring people on, and this is going to be a big boost. So fewer choices in the labor market bring on lower requirements for jobs. But those who do not have a high school degree, it turns out that the unemployment for those people is at record low. So that means more and more people without a college or high school degree have been entering the job market. And so I have a quote up here saying that to attract quality workers, employers are taking these steps to make their jobs more appealing, not only by raising wages, but enhancing benefits, increasing job flexibility, and providing more meaningful work. So good news there for workers. And just continuing on that trend, the job pool has been shrinking, and it's leading to better pay, better working conditions, enhanced benefits, better flexibility, and more retraining and upskilling opportunities. So companies are taking it upon themselves to train their own workers. So this is awesome because you get into a company and they're not really going to care anymore how much experience you have or what kind of education. They can actually provide you the skills and the training you need to get you more meaningful work. And one other little perk, we're seeing more and more telecommuting opportunities. So that means working from home. That hasn't necessarily hit so much the blue collar type of jobs, but that is definitely happening on an overall basis. More telecommuting opportunities are taking hold, okay? That's especially true with computer related or mathematical type jobs, okay? But that's good to know because it means more opportunity, okay? More opportunity, that's what we love to hear. So one other theme that we've been talking about the last few weeks and months is rising wages, where small business owners especially are continuing to hire and create jobs, where we saw a survey, 12% of owners are increasing employment by an average of 2.7 workers per firm. So think about that. Small businesses are hiring nearly 3 new workers. That's a great sign to show how confident small businesses are. And on top of that, 33% of these small business owners have reported paying higher compensation in the month of March alone, and there's no sign of that stopping. So that's really good. They're just working tirelessly to fill new jobs, expand their business, and contribute to the economy. Okay, so hiring, it's definitely an investment for a business owner, and the business owners are just increasing these investments to keep up with sales growth. That's just where we are in the economy today. Okay, so it's a good time to be a job seeker, being in searching for jobs or looking to upscale your career, level up, so to speak. Great opportunities out there. And with that said, I want to take a moment to kind of go into the blue collar job outlook. And this is going to talk a little bit more about this classic debate, college versus no college. And I want to throw up a poll as I start this. Let's see. So what do you think? How important is it to have a 4-year college degree in order to build a great career? Because we know that it has kind of been the stigma or the status quo to consider having a college degree absolutely necessary to build a well-paying, rewarding career. So what do you think? Is it the most important factor? Is it something that might be able to help, or is it even necessary? So let us know what you think there. I'm going to keep that poll up for you. We'd love to hear your feedback. And before I jump in, just want to say hi to everyone. Thank you for joining in today. Please share this video if you know anyone who needs help with work. If you know anyone who's interested in changing career paths, we can definitely help you. Again, I'm Michael LaJudas. I'm the social media strategist here at Labor Finders, and we're working with our 200 offices nationwide to recruit workers and help them find the career resources they need. And we're putting those out there. I'm going to get into those in just a minute. But I found this awesome article that was on Bloomberg.com, and it really talks about, it was titled Big Money, No Debt, right? The blunt new pitch for blue collar workers. And basically, I'll try to summarize it, but I'm going to read from this article. Basically, many skilled jobs are paying more than jobs requiring a bachelor's degree today. So, and that includes earning more money, but taking on less in terms of student debt. In many cases, no debt at all with a skilled trade. Okay, so the question is, why go to college? Now, this article points out here that some plumbers are earning $90,000 a year, and many jobs for plumbers are going unfilled, right? So here's one example. There's this prep school. It's a college prep school in Tampa that has 100% college acceptance rate, and it's known for this. So 100% of the students from this high school are accepted into college. But the article points out that that could change this year, because instead of shooting for, say, a 4-year college degree like University of Florida or somewhere like that, in one case, one of the seniors graduating, Cassian O'Neill, he's actually leaning towards installing water heaters and fixing leaky toilets as a plumber. And so here's this quote. He says, "I don't want to sit at a desk all day and work on a computer," said Cassian, who's 19 years old. He says, "I want to do more hands-on work. So I thought the best way to do that was being a plumber or an electrician or a welder. The amount of money plumbers are making is definitely decent, and it can always go up because so few people know how to do that work." Okay, now that's coming from a 19-year-old. That's pretty wise. Like I said, $90,000 a year for plumbers with jobs going unfilled. It's good to see that younger people are starting to wake up to these opportunities and not missing them. Now, I want to give another example. There is a company called Superior Plumbing in Atlanta. They have 40 plumbers working for them, and they earn about $90,000 in wages and commissions, which is about 70% higher than the region's average income. So the owner says he figures he could fill 20 more plumbing jobs immediately, okay, if he could only find people with the right set of skills and a presentable appearance and demeanor. And he blames the talent shortage on a parental bias, he says, for college over trades, okay? So another person says, "We probably need to do a better job hammering in the idea of how much debt you're going to have when you go to college," okay? That's from Neil Dawson, who runs an apprentice and training program for independent electrical contractors in Georgia. So he says, from day one, you're earning money in an apprenticeship program, okay? That's important to know. Okay, I've got some other stats up here. Specialized jobs, including aircraft mechanics and heavy equipment technicians, can earn over $100,000 a year, okay? Electrical power line installers and repairers are earning about $77,000. Plumbers and pipe fitters Some are earning up to $65,000 depending on where. And another great perk, employers are paying signing bonuses, okay? Anywhere from $7,000 to $15,000 for certain mechanics jobs, right? So those specialized aircraft mechanics jobs can get you up to $100,000, or heavy equipment technicians. That's happening in places like Michigan and Georgia, okay? Georgia, the state of Georgia has a hiring campaign or an advertising campaign to push technical colleges and other tuition-free grant programs. So there's about 17 high demand jobs that they're really touting and that they're trying to promote. So they have, like I said, they put about $3 million behind this campaign to promote jobs including commercial truck driving, electrical lineman, diesel equipment technology, okay? And that's part of Georgia's technical college system as well. So in Michigan, the same kind of thing is going on. They have other campaigns that are promoting more buzz around professional trades like this. There's a website, www.going-pro.com, that has a list of career fields and how much they pay, and including some of these numbers I've got up here: $77,000 for electrical power line installers, plumbers, and pipe fitters, over $60,000. And you know, he says, this is Sammy Luskowitz, who's the deputy director for the marketing and strategy. He says the biggest question they get is how much money can we make? So that's what they get. And I mentioned signing bonuses. So one company called Waste Management, okay, you probably know who they are. They handle all trash and garbage disposal. Basically, they're offering $7,000 signing bonuses for certain mechanic jobs. And even their competitors are offering up to $15,000 in signing bonuses, okay? So the drivers for the companies, so driving those garbage trucks you see going around your neighborhood, can earn you up to $50,000 to $75,000 a year, okay? And they're also creating more creative ways for these hard to fill jobs, including testing programs that let workers steer the landfill bulldozers remotely, so you don't have to be on a landfill. You don't have to be on a stinky place for your job. You work in a pristine environment, and it's becoming more and more appealing. And this is going to go a long way in recruiting veterans who are all kinds of people who've never thought of working in these types of industries. So automotive players like Nissan, Manheim, and Interstate Batteries are pushing young people to become auto technicians through their various programs. And they're talking about how important it is to talk to people while they're young, perhaps even in middle schools, to tell them more about the potential, and especially the earnings potential, for auto technicians. So we're seeing a lot of awesome news there, but basically it comes back down to the tuition, right? When soaring college debt, you know, could basically be the decision someone makes. This could make all the influence in whether or not you go to college or not, okay? So yes, there are good paying jobs that require bachelor's degrees. That's true. But the student debt load has reached almost $29,000 on average as of 2017. That's probably a little low. I think it's actually higher now. The state of Connecticut, for example, has an average of $38,000 in student debt, okay? Some of these trade programs, certificate programs, they do cost money, but most of the time they're covered by employers, or some, in like Georgia's case, the state of Georgia, those programs are tuition free, okay? That's a big, big boost. So one last example, 8 years ago, a gentleman by the name of Hayden Bramlett was considering, you know, business courses at a university in Georgia. He said it was like watching paint dry, yeah? But today, he's 28 years old, and he's finishing up a 4-year electrician training program at an independent electrical contractor school in Atlanta. So in the meantime, He's working for one of Atlanta's bigger electrical, plumbing, and air conditioning companies, and he's earning more than $100,000 in some years. Okay, so he's 28 years old. So basically, if one is willing to work, if someone's willing to work, the demand for electricians outweighs the people that we have in the trade, right? So the demand is so high, and most people, like Bramlett says, never knew it was an option, and they were always steered towards college. But this is liberating. It feels good to know that these options are out there, and if college is not right for you, you do not have to go. You can find great options elsewhere in blue collar trades. So I'm just checking in again on the poll. How important is it to you to have a 4-year college degree in order to build your career? Is that important to you? Maybe it's helpful, or maybe it's not necessary at all. Let us know what you think there. Vote on that poll, okay? I want to switch gears over to what we've got going on our website these days. So at laborfinders.com, we also have a blog. I'm going to bring you there. So if you go to laborfinders.com, you can see anywhere, like up on the right-hand side of the menu, we've got the blog link there, or under the job seekers tab, we've got the blog. This is where we're putting a lot of new insight to help you jumpstart a new career. And I want to just highlight a few articles we've just put out. One is as a career as a lineman and installer. I just talked about that. Linemen, in some cases, are earning up to $77,000 a year. Okay, so here's a good opportunity to learn more about an awesome career path. So here we go. So telephone companies, cable providers, internet businesses are relying they're relying on linemen and installers. So you've probably seen them out there working every day in your neighborhood. What they're doing is installing and repairing electrical and telecommunication and cable lines for the companies that own them. It involves digging underground trenches and running those lines up utility poles. A lot of heavy equipment is used, like trenchers and cable plows. But if you want to get started, before you get on the truck, you need to complete an apprenticeship program. So this is classroom training in topics like operations, systems operations, metering, rigging. You also get on the field training, on the job learning opportunities. So this is what's awesome. It isn't necessary to get a certification, but that can help you. So there are organizations out there like Electrical Training Alliance and the Fiber Optic Association. They offer specialized career certifications. So, here's a little bit more of what you can learn. You're going to need to have certain skills. So physical stamina, working for long periods of time, holding onto an electric pole, and being strong to lift heavy equipment and materials. So you know how to work with other crew members, and looking out for safety. That's another huge requirement for this job. So check it out on the website. You're going to learn more, and this can get you started. Of course, you want to follow up with your job agent nearby to see what kind of opportunities we can find for you. Okay, so here's another one about fashion manufacturing. Okay, so we've highlighted 7 potential jobs that can help get you started on a career in fashion, right? So one is a pattern maker. So pattern maker is where everything starts in terms of fashion production. They're taking the design of the garment and creating the pattern of blueprint for the production workers to follow. So you need some attention to detail, because this is the entry level point of the pattern and the product itself. So knowing how to sew, knowing how to draw, using software programs is probably key. Production manager, they oversee the entire manufacturing process, and they have to make sure the fashion collection goes from a designer's page to retail stores on time and on budget. So you're gonna be juggling many responsibilities. Being able to multitask is huge, and great communication skills is key. Textile designers, so they create an entire outfit and create patterns and the fabric used in their designs. Okay, they have in-depth knowledge of fabrics and textile making process, great hand-eye coordination. Cutters, they basically cut the fabrics according to the garment blueprints, and that's going to involve a lot of math and computer skills and having good hand-eye coordination. Sewing machine operators, responsible for putting the garments together using the sewing machines. So being able to produce great work quickly, and you can be paid based on how many garments you produce, and good hand-eye coordination is key there too. Pressers is another job you could find here, adding the finishing touches to garments before they're shipped out of the warehouse. Again, great hand-eye coordination, physical health to operate the machine, and attention to detail. And shoe and leather workers, cutting, shaping, and sewing leather pieces to form the shoes. So working well with your hands, knowing how to cut, sew leather, as well as an eye for great detail are key skills, okay? So I just wanted to highlight those two, but we've got many more posts here talking about different career paths like electrical, HVAC, form work carpenters, nursery workers, food production, food stylists, stage carpenters, and many, many more, retail managers. The list goes on and on. So I want to make sure you guys are aware of these resources we're putting out there that will help you find your next career path, okay? Last thing I want to do, of course, is talk about our jobs. Okay, so again, at laborfinders.com, we've got thousands of jobs on our website. You're going to find all different types of temp to hire, and permanent opportunities as well. So I'm going to get into that right now. Please let us know what you're interested in, and make sure you visit the website to find the contact information for your local office and place a call. Okay, so let's get into that. I'm going to start off with administrative assistants. Of course, we do have white collar and clerical jobs on a constant demand. So we have administrative assistant positions, for example, in places like Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Wilmington, North Carolina, Jackson, Mississippi, New Orleans, Louisiana, Alexandria, Louisiana, and many more. We have openings for cabinet installers. So if you have experience, that is great. We have full-time and temporary positions in places like Alexandria, Louisiana, Carson City, Nevada, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Jackson, Mississippi, Daytona Beach, Florida, Matthews, North Carolina, Vicksburg, Mississippi, and Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Many cabinet installer openings. Also, carpenters, a position where we always have demand. So carpenters, openings in Roanoke, Virginia, Miami, Florida, New Orleans, Louisiana, Daytona Beach, Florida, Huntsville, Alabama, Jackson, Mississippi, Richmond, Virginia, Panama City, Florida, Monroe, Louisiana, Panama City, Florida, Salt Lake City, Utah, Sacramento, California, Johnson City, Tennessee, also Cedar Rapids, Iowa for carpenters, Knoxville, Tennessee, Decatur, Alabama, Durham, North Carolina, Hot Springs, Arkansas, and carpenters helpers positions. So these are temp positions in Jackson, Mississippi, New Orleans, Louisiana, Panama City, Florida, Melbourne, Florida, Huntsville, Alabama, Panama City, Florida again, Huntsville, Alabama, and also CDL drivers. So you'll need your CDL license here, but openings in places like Tulsa, Oklahoma, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Baltimore, Maryland, Alexandria, Louisiana, Gulfport, Mississippi, New Orleans, Louisiana, Portsmouth, Virginia, Huntsville, Alabama, Kissimmee, Florida, and many more. Plenty of openings for CDL drivers. Next is certified flagger. So this is traffic control work. We have these openings literally everywhere. Every office, we need you. So certified flaggers, just to name a few, in Denver, Colorado, Longmont, Colorado, Matthews, North Carolina, Laurel, Maryland, Lakewood, Colorado, Johnson City, Tennessee, Roanoke, Virginia, Monroe, Louisiana, Colorado Springs, Colorado, Greenville, North Carolina, Sanford, Florida, Denver, Colorado. Many more openings where that came from. That's just a little snippet. Okay, so cleanup crew workers. This is an entry-level position in places like Jackson, Tennessee, Huntsville, Alabama, San Diego, California, Louisville, Kentucky, Salt Lake City, Utah. More openings in San Diego. We have 2 offices in San Diego, by the way. So we have a South and a Metro office. So various openings across both of those, especially for cleanup crew workers. Tampa, Florida, Panama City, Florida, Daytona Beach, Florida, all looking for cleanup crew workers. And concrete workers. So concrete workers, we need you in places like Longmont, Colorado, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Panama City, Florida, Jacksonville, Florida, San Leandro, California, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Little Rock, Arkansas, Fort Myers, Florida, and many more, okay? Also, demolition workers, we need you in Gainesville, Florida, Jackson, Mississippi, Johnson City, Tennessee, more demolition workers in Panama City, Florida, Kissimmee, Florida, San Diego South office, San Diego Metro office for demolition workers. Also Jacksonville, Florida, we're looking for demolition workers. Diggers, which has to do with excavation and operating heavy equipment in places like Naples, Florida, Orlando, Florida, Indianapolis, Indiana, Melbourne, Florida, San Jose, California, and Jacksonville, Florida, just to name a few. Many more openings for diggers. And electricians. We're looking for electricians in Dallas, Texas, Memphis, Tennessee, Huntsville, Alabama, Bowling Green, Kentucky, Matthews, North Carolina, Jacksonville, Florida, Suitland, Maryland, Longmont, Colorado, and many more openings for electricians. Forklift operators. We need you in Jackson, Mississippi, San Antonio, Texas, Alexandria, Louisiana, Kissimmee, Florida, and many more positions for forklift operators. General laborers is another position, probably the position where we need workers the most. That's construction and even non-construction, experienced and non-experienced jobs. We have openings in every office nationwide. So if you need work right away, general labor can be the answer for you and a good opportunity to move up, prove your dependability, your experience, get more experience, and make a strong impression on an employer. General labor is a great place to start, okay? Openings nationwide, okay? Heavy equipment operators. We need you in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Kissimmee, Florida, Fredericksburg, Virginia, St. Louis, Missouri, and many more, okay? Many more openings for heavy equipment operators. Housekeepers. We need you in Daytona Beach, Florida, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Wilmington, North Carolina, Durham, North Carolina, Melbourne, Florida, Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and many more. Many more openings for housekeepers. Also, janitors. We need janitors in Charleston, South Carolina, Douglas, Georgia, New Orleans, Louisiana, Tifton, Georgia, Douglas, Georgia, Manassas, Virginia, San Diego South, California, Charleston, South Carolina, and more. Plenty of openings for janitors. Landscapers, plenty of openings for landscapers in Charleston, South Carolina, Virginia, Alexandria, Virginia, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Jackson, Tennessee, Sacramento, California, Gainesville, Florida, Memphis, Tennessee, Huntsville, Alabama, Panama City, Florida, Asheville, North Carolina, Conroe, Texas, Manassas, Virginia, Jacksonville, Florida, Daytona Beach, Florida, plenty more openings for landscapers too. So we're also looking for machine operators. We have a few openings in places like Santa Ana, California, and also Fitzgerald, Georgia for machine operators, and maintenance mechanics in places like Jackson, Mississippi, and Augusta, Georgia. Maintenance workers, we need you in Daytona Beach, Florida, Huntsville, Alabama, Dallas, Texas, Gainesville, Florida, Oklahoma City South, Asheville, North Carolina, Tampa, Florida, Melbourne, Florida, maintenance worker positions. Movers, we need movers in places like Valdosta, Georgia, Huntsville, Alabama, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Greensboro, North Carolina, Sarasota, Florida, Panama City, Florida, Hot Springs, Arkansas, Carson City, Nevada, Charleston, South Carolina. plenty of openings for movers. And painters, Homestead, Florida, Louisville, Kentucky, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Fort Smith, Arkansas, Charleston, South Carolina, Jacksonville, Florida. Painter positions, plenty. And property maintenance jobs in places like Daytona Beach, Florida, Jackson, Tennessee, Huntsville, Alabama, Tempe, Arizona, Shreveport, Louisiana, Fort Walton Beach, Florida, and many more. And of course, warehouse workers. We need a lot of warehouse workers. Places like Santa Ana, California, Jackson, Mississippi, Tifton, Georgia, Louisville, Kentucky, Matthews, North Carolina, Durham, North Carolina, Huntsville, Alabama. Plenty of openings for warehouse workers. Chattanooga, Tennessee, San Diego, California, St. Peters, Missouri, LaGrange, Georgia, and many, many more. So that's just kind of a quick run through. There were many more jobs out there. Like I said, see them all on our website at laborfinders.com. So please check them out. Just want to check out who's with us. I see Kevin Blanchard joined in. So Wilmington is looking for an assistant project manager, and this is Wilmington, North Carolina. Kevin Blanchard is the manager there, so you want to contact him. But this is an interesting position, $50,000 to $70,000 based on experience for an assistant project manager. Okay, so if you're in Wilmington or you're willing to go to Wilmington, check out this opportunity. Contact the Wilmington office. Ask for Kevin Blanchard, who's the manager there, or any of the staff can help you. But jump on this opportunity. This sounds great. So assistant project manager, $50,000 to $70,000 depending on experience. Thank you, Kevin, for sharing that. That's great news. I see Cheryl Blair's with us. Hi, Cheryl. Thanks for jumping on. Don't forget to vote in the poll we threw up there. How important is a 4-year college degree for you in building a great career? Is it important? Is it helpful, or is it not even necessary? We talked a lot about that earlier. I'm going to drop a link to that article in the comments field below, and I hope you check that out because it was very eye-opening and very enlightening for so many people who never knew they had other options other than the college 4-year route, okay? And of course, the debt that they're saddled with that goes along with it. So I want you guys to check that out. Let us know what you thought of this video, and please share it. Let us know how we can help you, what more information we can provide. You know, we're always trying to do our best to get you the information you need. And of course, again, visit our website at laborfinders.com. Visit the blog to get more career insight, more ideas to help you figure out the career path that you want, or your next career if you're planning to switch. And of course, we can help you with that. Our job agents are ready and waiting. So that's it. Please let us know what you think. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you for joining us, and we're gonna call it a day. We'll hope to see you soon, okay? Thanks a lot, guys. Take care.